Welcome to CrosseFire. I'm Anthony Prosceno alongside Brian Edwards. And last season, ASU's goalie Preston Andersen decided not to return for this season, so we'll see Chris DeLuca in the net. But do you think ASU's defense will be the same as last season or different with the change in the net?
Well, Anthony, I think we're going to see a lot of the same out of the ASU defense this year. We're returning two of our All-American starters last year in Zach Mendoza and Ian Connell. They're losing captain John Connell. He graduated from ASU, but they're going to be coming in with Gutierrez, who played a lot last year. He was a very good player. I think he's going to be a tremendous starter for this ASU defense. So while they did take a slight hit, I think they're going to have more experience because all three of those guys are going to be seniors. So I think it's going to be a really good defense this year.
I also agree. I think the defense will be very strong this year, even more experienced with Ian Connell and Zach Mendoza returning. But now let's shift focus to behind the net or in the net. Do you think Andersen, he played well last season with 61% save percentage, but do you think he was a true star back there, or do you think he was the product of a All-American defensive trio?
Honestly, Anthony, I think it's kind of a combination of the two. Andersen came in, he had that 61 save percentage that you're talking about, which is a tremendous number, especially over the course of an entire season. But at the same time, he did have those three All-Americans leading that defense for him, and having that kind of support in front of you is tremendous, especially for a freshman in the cage.
And now with DeLuca in the net, he was the backup in 2011, but do you think he can also put out the same numbers Andersen did last year with two returning All-American defensemen?
Oh, absolutely. Last year, Preston Andersen, when he was freshman, he had that 61 save percentage and very little playing time back in 2011 when DeLuca was backing up Dylan Westfall. He had a 63 save percentage. Again, it was on very few shots on him. But again, he got to see Dylan Westfall play goalie, and Westfall is one of the best in ASU history at doing that. So I think that he definitely has the potential, especially since last year. We didn't expect Preston Andersen to be starting for ASU. Brandon Propp was the announced starter. He started the first game of the season, and it took a couple of really good games on Andersen's end to get that starting job nailed down. So I think that DeLuca can have a very similar season to Andersen's last year.
And we'll see if DeLuca can have a very similar season this year. And that's all we have for CrosseFire. I'm Anthony Prosceno alongside Brian Edwards. Thanks for watching.